Hi everyone, today I'm making a tutorial with the Too Faced Return of Sexy palette, which I happen to really enjoy using. And I'm going to be using the colors in the Bombshell section of this palette, which are the silver, gray, you know, more neutral type colors. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to wear the red lipstick. It's the Cream Smooth Lip color from Mercier in Red Amour. So it's pretty bright red, and I'm ready to get started. So I pulled out the MAC Matte Cream. I'm going to use this today because, frankly, I'm trying to use it up, and I do like it, but I like Hourglass's primer better because you can use it on the eyes. This isn't great on the eyelids. You definitely need a different primer for that. So I'm going to prime my eyelids with the Urban Decay Eden primer, and just sort of blend that out. This shadow palette is awesome, but it definitely needs a primer. I think I will use the NARS Sheer Glow in Mont Blanc. I don't know why I almost said the wrong name. I've only been using this for years. And this is a foundation they claim you should use your hands for. I have used a brush and it was great too, but someone sneezed in the other room. I don't know if you could hear it, but my daughter has like the loudest sneeze on the planet. So in a little while, I'm going to coffee with my neighbors. I gotta get ready. Okay, so I have a baby wipe container here that I always use to wipe my hands off as I go. I assume everyone does something like that, but okay. So that was the foundation. I have a couple little spots to cover, but nothing too crazy, thankfully. I'm using the Boots concealer, which I love. And then I'm going to use the Rodial eye pen, which I really think adds a lot of brightness to the whole face, so I'm enjoying it a lot. I have some major dark circles, yay! I have allergies. So I'm just sort of patting this. I'm not really rubbing it. I'm just sort of patting it. Okay. So that's that part of the face. And then I'm going to powder. I'll come back with brush later. But this is the Cowgirl Dirt powder brush. But you know what? I was going to use NARS powder, but I'm going to use the Cowgirl Dirt foundation powder. This is awesome. I used this the other day on top of a foundation, and it just lasted forever. I couldn't believe how nice it looked. But this has a nice finish. I'll show you. I'm just putting it in the lid. I've owned the Mercier powder foundation, mineral foundation. I did not care for it. I've used the Bare Minerals, but there's something really special about this product, and it does not have bismuth, however you say that. This is what it looks like. I have it in the color Champagne too, but I'm really enjoying that. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in so I can show you how I'm going to do the eye look today. Excuse me. I'm going to start with brows, and I'm going to use Illamasqua's Brow Cake in the color Motto. I love this. This is one of my holy grail products these days. I'm using the Real Techniques brow brush. I kind of like this brush. It's really large in comparison to, well, here's a really small one, small brow brush, but it's really large, so it feels like you can just whip through the brows and be done with it really quickly. So that's good if you're in a hurry. I'm going to take a 239 brush for the lid color. And for that, I think I'm going to use the silver color over here. No, I think I'm going to use the champagne color. Sorry. This palette is really fun to use. It's got such interesting combinations. Interesting in a good way, not like crazy, but just really pretty. Okay, next I'm going to go in with the Real Techniques base shadow brush into the crease. And for that I will use the, I think I'll use the center gray color, which is a very dark charcoaly gray. Now, I have semi-hooded lids, so I like to keep them open when I'm applying this type of a color these days because they're kind of puffy and I can see exactly where I'm putting it. And where I'm putting this is slightly over the crease. By the way, I love this brush. This is really, really good and such a good deal. These are sold at Ulta as far as I know. I don't know if they're sold anywhere else. Okay, so I'm just going to wipe that off on this rag I keep on the vanity and go in with the sparkling black color, which is the, well, it speaks for itself, the sparkling black color. And I'm not going to get a ton of it on the brush because that would be crazy. And I'm just going to put this in the outer corner, like right there, like in the outer V, just for a little more darkness and depth. Okay. Okay. So I'm liking the way that's starting to look, and underneath I'm going to take a small pencil brush like so and use the gray in the center of the palette that I used in the crease under here. Once again, disclaimer, my husband is home, even though Kayvon's sounding angry. Okay. So that's the way I do underneath. And then I'm going to take another little detailing type brush. This one happens to be the e.l.f. Small Precision brush, just like that, and use the bright cream color right there in the inner corner, and just to meet this dark line down here. That's really sparkly, I like it. But, you know, you may not like something quite that sparkly, and it would be totally okay to take a cream color and use it as your inner color highlight. One that's less shimmery or has no shimmer at all would be fine. So, the one place I do not want shimmer is my brow bone highlight. So, I'm going to take out my MAC palette that is not getting used very often these days and use Vanilla, which is the one that's hit pan. MAC Vanilla for me is the right color because it really matches my skin tone. So I'm just going to blend that out and highlight my brow bone. Okay. Next I'm going to use the Stila Kajal in the waterline, which I have found lately seems to be the waterline liner that lasts the longest. So something to think about. Okay, and then on the upper on the upper lash line. I may regret using this, but this is the Physicians Formula liquid liner. I'm not so hot at this, to be honest. I'm okay with others, but on myself it's kind of a risky business. Okay. This is a really nice liquid liner as far as control. I wish it were a little darker. That's the only thing. Maybe it's just mine. I don't know. Okay, so that's how that looked. And for this look, I'm going to finish it off with Benefits They're Real. This is a new one, a new tube, so see how it works. I just tossed the old, well, I put it in my empty bin because it's like 3 months old. This is hands down, at this point, my favorite mascara. I do still love L'Oreal Voluminous, but this is really awesome. They still have a set at Sephora where you can get the full size and this little one free. $23, so good deal. Okay, so that's basically the final look on the eyes. Now I'm going to show you how I'm going to wear this red lipstick. I'm not doing anything too crazy. I did exfoliate my lips this morning. I'm just going to wipe off the chapstick I put on. By the way, I always put on chapstick before I start makeup because I do lips last and I want them to look good. So this is the color I'm using, and I decided that it probably would be wise to use a brush, and I'm also using the, this is, I don't think they make this anymore, Too Faced Perfect Lips Liner. This lipstick didn't, it didn't bleed on me or anything, but I just think, you know, sometimes it's good to use a brush for a color like this. I'm using the $1 e.l.f. brush, which I'm not even sure is a lip brush. What is it called? Professional concealer brush. Okay. It looks like this. I don't think you need a brush for lipstick, but sometimes it's good. So, you know, now I'm just going to go over it. And that is basically the look. My hair is still wet, but oh well. So here's the lipstick. Again, that's Red Amour from Laura Mercier. I don't know why I have such a hard time remembering that name. And that's everything. I hope you like this. I hope this tutorial was informative. Hands down, the Too Faced Return of Sexy palette is the most fun thing I've bought in a long time, makeup-wise, and I really recommend it. Again, it's probably not technically the most practical thing you could own, but it's very fun to use. So anyway, have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.